Welcome to RG News. Today we're going to discuss the top 10 AI news stories of July 9, 2025. In this, hyper-evolving world of AI and IT, staying informed isn't just nice to have, it's really a necessity. Yesterday, July 8th, was quite a whirlwind. It really crystallized this tension, between breakneck innovation and this desperate attempt to somehow govern it. We've got breakthroughs, we've got geopolitical shifts, and yeah, even a four-fingered astronaut. So are you ready to dive into the seismic shifts that are reshaping our technological future? Let's unpack this. Okay, kicking us off, let's head to Geneva. The AI for Good Summit just opened. What's the core message the UN is trying to get across here, especially with AI moving so fast?
Yeah, the UN is definitely grappling with this. I mean, Doreen Bogdan-Martin from the ITU, she put it quite starkly. She warned, the real danger isn't AI eliminating humanity. The real danger is the race to deploy it generally without fully measuring what that implies for human beings and, for our planet.
Wow.
And get this, a staggering 85% of UN member states don't even have an AI strategy. That's a huge governance void.
85%. That's massive.
Exactly. So this summit, it's a critical meeting point, trying to bridge that gap between how fast innovation is moving and how slow regulation often is, trying to build global frameworks.
A huge void they're trying to fill, definitely. Okay, so from global policy, let's switch gears a bit. There's some groundbreaking AI research coming out of Japan. Tell us about Sakana AI.
Right, Sakana AI, they've unveiled something called ABMCTS. It's basically an algorithm that lets different AI models, the big names like ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, work together, collaborate to solve problems that none of them could actually tackle on their own.
So like an AI team up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
In tests, this multi-LLM system significantly improved performance. It solved problems previously deemed, unsolvable for single models. This kind of shifts the whole paradigm. Maybe it's not about building one giant master model anymore. It suggests the real innovation might be in orchestrating this collective intelligence like an AI conductor. It really redefines the race to AGI, artificial general intelligence.
Huh. So maybe it is the end of the one model to rule them all era then. Interesting. Now, staying with big shifts, let's look at education. A huge move in the US. The largest teachers union partnering with tech giants. What exactly happened there?
Yeah, this is big news. The American Federation of Teachers, the AFT, they represent 1.8 million members. They've announced a $23 million partnership, and it's with Microsoft, OpenAI, and Anthropic.
Wow, $23 million. What's the plan?
They're launching the National Academy for AI Instruction. The goal is to train 400,000 teachers in person over 5 years. The idea is to put teachers in the driver's seat of AI integration.
That sounds positive, empowering educators.
It is. On one hand, it's seen as a strategic win-win. Teachers get vital skills. The tech companies get really valuable feedback to co-create tools. But there are questions. Concerns about potential dependence on these private platforms. And one union leader actually warned about cognitive debt, comparing the current AI hype to what they call the disaster social media became for young people. So it's complex.
Right? A bold step, but definitely with complexities to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, moving from software and skills to the hardware underneath it all. What's physically fueling this AI revolution?
Well, money and silicon. French manufacturer 2CRSI just landed a massive $54 million order.
$54 million. For what?
For high-performance AI servers. These are using NVIDIA's HGX H200 platforms, and they're for a partner in the UK. It just highlights this, insatiable demand for the physical infrastructure that powers generative AI.
And it points to NVIDIA's dominance, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It underscores NVIDIA's near monopoly on this high-end AI hardware. It's almost like an NVIDIA tax on nearly all significant AI progress right now. And while it's a win for a French company, 2CRSI, it also really exposes Europe's reliance on U.S. and Taiwanese tech for this critical infrastructure, raises geopolitical concerns, about supply chains.
A very clear sign of where the power currently lies in the hardware space. Okay, let's pivot geographically now to Africa. Cameroon just made a significant announcement about its AI future. What's their vision?
Yeah, Cameroon has launched a really ambitious national AI strategy. They aim to become a continental AI hub by 2040. The plan is built on 7 pillars, and interestingly, it puts a unique emphasis on African values.
African values, how does that translate?
Well, they're aiming to develop local solutions, like a GPT Cameroon model, specifically to preserve national languages. They also plan to train 60,000 AI professionals locally. It's a strong statement about digital sovereignty.
Definitely sounds like it.
It could be a potential model for other African nations looking to build their own digital autonomy, moving beyond just consuming foreign tech. The big challenge, of course, will be execution, securing funding, building the infrastructure, and overcoming the existing digital divide.
A forward-looking vision, but with hurdles. Okay, staying with foundational tech, time for a crucial security alert from Microsoft. What's this critical vulnerability we need to know about?
Right, Patch Tuesday. Microsoft fixed 137 vulnerabilities in July, but the big one is a publicly disclosed zero-day flaw. It's CVE 2025-49719, and it's in SQL Server.
0 day. Okay, so it was being exploited. And SQL Server, that's huge.
Publicly disclosed means the details were out there before a patch was ready, making it very dangerous. It's an information disclosure vulnerability. Basically, it could allow unauthenticated attackers, people without login credentials, to steal sensitive data from enterprise databases.
And the AI connection.
Well, think about it. If attackers can get into these databases, they could potentially poison the data used to train AI models, steal proprietary AI models themselves, or exfiltrate sensitive personal data that AI systems process. It shows how fundamental IT security is for AI safety.
Yeah, a stark reminder that AI safety depends on basic security hygiene. Okay, shifting gears completely now to the cultural side of AI. Something happened at the Montreal Planetarium, caused a bit of a stir.
A bit of a stir is putting it mildly. An exhibition there featured AI-generated images, and it sparked public outrage. Visitors started spotting really obvious errors, like an astronaut with only 4 fingers on its glove.
4 fingers, you can see why people would notice that.
Exactly. The whole thing went viral on Reddit. People accused the planetarium of inauthenticity, called it a slap to artists. It highlights this interesting phenomenon, maybe call it the authenticity valley, kind of like the uncanny valley for robots. People aren't just reacting to technical flaws, they're questioning the process. The perception that AI was used as a cheap or lazy substitute.
Right.
For cultural institutions, especially, using AI in a way that feels inauthentic can seriously damage their credibility. Transparency is absolutely key.
A crucial lesson for anyone using AI in public-facing roles. Now, back to security, but this time critical infrastructure. CISA, the U.S. cybersecurity agency, issued a serious warning. What's the scoop?
Yeah, CISA released a really crucial advisory. It's about vulnerabilities in Emerson Valve-Link products.
Valvelink, what does that control?
These are systems vital for controlling physical processes, particularly in critical manufacturing. Think valves, actuators, and plants. One specific flaw, CVE 2025-52579, has a CVSS score of 9.3 out of 10. That's critical.
9.3, that's incredibly high. What could an attacker do?
It could allow a remote attacker to read sensitive operational data and potentially even execute unauthorized code on these industrial control systems.
So this isn't just data theft, this could have real-world physical consequences.
Absolutely. In an industrial setting, exploiting these flaws could lead to anything from production shutdowns to worst-case industrial accidents. It really highlights the growing risks of IT-OT convergence, connecting the operational technology on the factory floor to the enterprise IT network. It opens up physical systems to digital threats.
A very stark reminder that our connected world brings new, potentially physical risks. Okay, from industrial security, let's look at national strategy again. What's France doing to boost AI adoption among its businesses?
France has launched a new plan called Osez l'IA, which means Dare AI. It's a $200 million initiative, specifically aimed at empowering its SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises, and mid-sized companies.
Okay, Dare AI. What's the goal?
It's ambitious. They want 80% of French SMEs using AI by 2030. That's a huge jump from just 13% today.
80%. How are they planning to achieve that?
Well, the plan includes things like an AI academy, aiming to train 15 million professionals. That's a massive number. It also offers practical help like subsidized AI diagnostics for businesses and guaranteed loans to help them invest in AI.
So it's very hands-on support.
Exactly. It's a proactive industrial policy. It acts as a carrot, you could say, complementing the EU's incoming AI Act, which is more of a stick, helping businesses navigate regulation while also gaining a competitive edge.
A bold example of a government really trying to drive adoption. Interesting. Finally, let's end on a truly inspiring note, a grassroots initiative. What's happening with Congo Tech Pamoja?
Yeah, this is a fantastic story. Congo Tech Pamoja is an online platform described as a scientific social network. It was launched by young Congolese researchers led by a PhD student named Berthine Nyonga.
Pamoja, does that mean something?
Yeah. It means together in Swahili. And that's the whole point. It aims to democratize AI knowledge in the Democratic Republic of Congo and across Francophone Africa. It focuses on local relevance, collaboration, and education for everyone explicitly including women and children.
That sounds incredible, a bottom-up approach.
Exactly. It's a powerful countermodel to those big top-down national strategies we've discussed.
Hmm.
It shows that significant progress in AI literacy and adoption can actually emerge from civil society itself. By connecting people who might otherwise be isolated, it's fostering an organic AI ecosystem, building the culture of AI even before all the formal structures might be in place.
What a fantastic initiative. Really highlights the power of community in shaping AI's future, doesn't it? So there you have it. You've just experienced a deep dive into what was truly a pivotal day for AI. We've seen everything from collaborative intelligences, possibly redefining AGI, to the ongoing battle for digital sovereignty, the critical challenges of securing our infrastructure, and these evolving ethics around AI in public spaces. The landscape is just shifting so incredibly rapidly.
It really is. And it's important to remember, the future of AI isn't predetermined, right? It's being shaped by collective choices, decisions made moment by moment. By staying informed, staying curious, and also staying critical, you, the listener, become an active participant in building the kind of future we all want to live in.
Well said. Join us tomorrow on RG News for the day's AI news. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell.